Yeah, I want to be in a higher space. I want to be happier.
I
Because
don't
she
know.
knows what I'm in.
Oh,
What are you
your
in?
current space that you're in?
Well, yeah. I mean, I did take a nap. So luckily, like in this
I
very
thought you
present
were.
moment.
I thought you were in a higher space. I feel like I am not.
I know. I feel your energy. What's up?
Um,
We about to figure it out.
we're
We
I think
don't
we
know.
figured it out. We don't
We
know. It's
literally have
recording
not
though.
spoken
the
since
It's
we got
recording,
here.
so
only.
fuck it.
What?
Run it, run it.
So what space we in?
What space are
No,
we
I'm not in a bad space. I'm just tired.
Of
I'm sorry.
What are you tired of?
No, I'm sleepy as in tired.
Okay.
Like-
It's
Yeah.
not what you were saying. a
No.
minute ago. You said I'm in a space.
No, I'm saying my energy is low.
My energy
No,
is
I
low
said what
too.
space you're in.
And I'm in a low energy
Okay,
space.
tell me about your.
we turned
Wait, where did that
YouTube
come
videos
from?
Off in the back.
Who did
I got
that?
the remote.
I don't. Where is it at? I thought you took
One
it
of y'all
from
got
me.
the remote.
You took it from me. You did. Where?
This nigga. Ass all on the remote.
I'm looking for the house. All right.
Chaotic already.
Back
Love it.
testing 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Look.
You like the little ass skirts is the
Show the-
problem. We don't.
Work
Show
for
the
you,
poom,
Oscar.
show the poom poom for the views.
I wore it for you, Oscar.
Is it fine?
Get the fuck out of here. Like I'm over here, I wear for you, Oscar. Don't
Oh.
start nothing.
I'm
It
sh-
That was
won't
the realest
be
thing he ever
nothing.
told me. I said, okay.
I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Anyways, so I'm not in like a bad space right now. No, I'm just literally sleepy
Just today.
from hanging out with Mosi last night.
What did y'all do last
Oh, so
night?
no. Redo that sentence and say it again, because I don't want nobody insinuating shit.
No.
Go ahead.
I said what I said, and I'm
Okay.
putting my 10 toes down. And anybody that got a problem with it can deal with me.
So we were all hanging out last night at the club.
So you gotta explain some things. I ain't gotta explain
We
shit.
were all hanging out at the club, multiple people.
Yes.
Or we were all hanging out at Ray's house after, multiple people. And
Yes.
I went home on a respectable time.
Everybody went home at a respectable
Exactly.
time.
Yeah, the way you said that, I didn't like the way she said that. You see how she give me love?
I did, but I was wondering.
Right, because then
What
you
the-
start questioning, right?
No, I was wondering why you were so on guard.
See?
Yeah.
I didn't have anything to
You know what?
explain.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. They gaslight me
sounded
right
like-
now. They
I'm not.
gaslight. Y'all gaslight me right now. That's what I
You
say.
had to explain something. I didn't have to
I don't
explain.
have to explain shit.
So why did
Nobody,
we explain
but-
it?
Anyway, y'all were out last night because it is the end of the year.
Sure. No,
not
we were just
really.
outside.
Just outside. We always outside.
Okay.
You know, my friends tell me that I have been outside, and I keep denying it. And the more and more I think about it, I have.
What do you think is the common denominator?
Me?
You think ever
Oh,
since,
yeah.
ever since Moses came in your life, you just outside?
Nigga, we outside. Well, I know. It started with you when you came here for that
Well,
month.
yes, because we
Yeah.
had a motive, though,
Okay, right.
why it started with us.
Mhm.
And then Mosi.
Do y'all feel like we are like we're not trying to escape anything, right? We're having this is healthy, correct?
Sure.
Y'all don't think we try, y'all think
trying to
this is
leave
a good
something?
thing? We're
Like-
being productive. This is what happy people do, right? We're not like
I'm used to going out. Like, I'm not used to being in the house long.
Okay.
Like, the weekends is not enough for me.
okay.
I'm used to being out like Monday through Sunday type shit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's
I was in LA.
LA.
Yeah, it's LA lifestyle. So I was in LA. I was out.
Can't
Okay.
relate.
Like, I'll fall into
can't relate
I'll
either.
be out actually working. And they be like, what y'all doing after? It's a XYZ party or
Mhm.
Yeah, no.
this person's throwing a party or come to this or come with us. Like, we leave
Mhm.
right now to go to this day party. type
Exactly.
shit. So that's the life I live. So I'm just used to it.
Yeah, I'm not used to that.
I'm not used to it either, but like I'm trying to like dip my toes in it because I just feel like maybe I missed a little bit of it from
ain't-
age
you ain't
25 to
missing-
32.
You ain't missing shit, I promise.
You
I
sure?
promise.
Y'all having so much fun. 25 to 32. No, that's what I'm saying. That I missed a section of my 20s, and I think that's why I said, is this healthy or? What'd you say?
This
It's
nigga out
over?
trying to Wrap
It's
it
over?
up for you. You're like, it's over. Wrap it up.
At what?
It's
I mean,
not.
at what age do we stop?
When we die?
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah,
No,
we
you
are.
don't. That depends.
I think it depends on what city you're
It
in.
depends on where you at and who you hang around with.
Okay. Okay, cool. I just noticed like a lot. We can't help but notice it because we are approaching mid-30s now that a lot of our
Stop,
friends
stop.
and family are at this space where they are literally like
Mosi,
What?
slowing down.
since having a child, do you feel like you slowed down a little
No.
though? No.
Not at all. I've actually sped up.
But you're a man.
But I think you have a partner too that's
Yeah, my baby mama understand it.
yeah.
She know me.
But she doesn't go out.
Nah, she not that type. Even if
Yeah.
she did, we will go out together.
Mm-hmm.
Or if we.
But you
she
have
was
that
out,
type of
like,
community.
yeah. If she was like, oh, I'm going out tonight, I'd be like, all right, I'll stay home.
Okay. That's wonderful. I like
That's
that.
Unless we got a babysitter, I'm like, all right, I'm out. But
We
Well,
both
I
going
hear.
outside.
outside, I mean, it's just like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't get how people be like, I gotta slow down because of X, Y, Z.
Right, no, but like life
Accommodate.
happens, so you
Accommodate.
yeah.
And sometimes now, I'll say this: now that the baby is here,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I don't want to go out.
Mm.
You want to
It ain't
spend
even
time
that.
with
You know what
her.
I'm saying? It ain't
So
even
you
that.
are slowing down,
Yeah.
in a sense.
I guess if you put it like that, then yeah. But again, like I'm with the baby damn near the whole day, like, even today,
Mhm.
because she had to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
I was off.
The baby
Mhm.
didn't have to go to work. The baby mama did.
Right, and so I'm sitting there with the baby and the baby all day, all morning. I felt bad because she
Why?
she fell out the bed.
We have said
I'm
what?
about to call CVS on my stupid ass. She fell off the bed and she fell in between the nightstand.
What were you doing?
And I'm asleep and I wake up and but she cool though. She a gangster, y'all know.
She didn't even cry.
She's like, she's not boohoo crying, but she's whining to get my attention.
She's the perfect
and
baby.
she just sitting there like, like nigga, pick me up.
She's
do
perfect.
something. So yeah, that was kind of this morning. I was like, all right, cool, we thugging it. But I mean, I don't feel like I slowed down. I just don't want to do certain things.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's wonderful.
I didn't slow down because I have to. I should say that.
Right,
Because you
because that's
want
what your
to.
reluctance was. Like, don't try to
Yeah.
act like something made me.
Right.
Because it didn't. You're
'cause
just
it
saying,
didn't.
like,
We just-
naturally.
We just be thugging. We figure it out. You
I
know,
love
so,
it.
It is what it is.
It's a beautiful thing.
That's what happens when we fellas. That's what happens when you communicate and you handle your shit. You handle your shit. You get some. You know what I'm saying. You get some leads.
You can get your way.
You get your. I mean, I'm gonna get my way regardless. But
See.
Talking about men. You was
see.
giving a note to the guys.
See.
yeah. But you get
They
your.
gonna
I
get
mean,
that.
it's cross your T's and dot your I's.
Mm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best advice I can give the fellas out there if they wanna.
Do you feel like you're ready for a child now that we talking about this kind of stuff? This is not a setup question. I mean it for real.
that nigga threw that alley hella crucial.
Well,
So
everybody around us is there. Like, do you feel it in your spirit? Like, what do you feel?
that is
I-
a good question.
Well,
Like-
I don't think. I'll speak for myself. I don't think I will ever be ready. I think I will. I want kids, so I feel like the more and more that I wait for when I will be ready, then I'm gonna just keep fucking waiting.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if I just do it, I'll adjust.
So you're saying that with that mindset,
Mhm.
you are ready.
Yes.
Okay, I get that.
What about you?
I feel like I'm ready to be ready.
What the
What
fuck
does
that even? Why
ready-
you always gotta complicate shit? What does that even mean?
I'm a complicated being. Y'all know I have like layers.
You know, to get to this layer of you ready.
I'm ready to be ready.
What
I
does
think I was
ready
just
look
telling
like?
Ashley this today. Did I just say that to you? I said it to somebody. I'm ready to be ready, meaning that I want to have a kid while still understanding that nothing in my life
It's gonna be
is
perfect.
is ready for the child to be here.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, like so I'm ready to have a partnership. I'm ready to have whatever that looks like to where I could have the kid. Cause I just babysat a little baby the other day.
Yeah, baby fever. Jesus.
It happens. The ovaries get the.
Always get to moving and knocking around, huh?
And I can feel myself like growing up because like with each interaction that I have with a child, because before like maybe like, teens and then early 20s, it was kind of like, why are you crying? Like, get this baby away from me.
Yeah,
like,
I was
that kind of
not
thing.
fucking with the kids.
Right. And now it's just like, oh, Pooh, I understand. Like, you can't speak. Like, you can't, what do you need? And it's like this level of patience that I've never had in my life, and this level of understanding where I'm just like, whatever it is, we're going to figure it out together. We're going to figure it out together.
You would be a great mom.
I hope so. So I'm ready to be ready.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, About to be 34. So
You old as fuck.
About to
Yeah,
be
you're
that's
so
geriatric.
old. It's about to be a geriatric pregnancy at this
Is
point.
it?
Yes,
Literally, it's considered,
35.
yeah, at 35,
Damn.
it's a geriatric pregnancy, which
High
means
risk.
you're high
Geriatric.
risk. Something's gonna
Oh, that's
happen. Yeah.
that's what that nigga Kevin Samuels was talking about, right?
Oh
What was he?
God.
What was he
Kevin
saying?
That's
Samuels.
what he said. I mean, shit. Y'all
Oh.
put me on the geriatric. He just said geriatric. I just thought that meant old nigga.
Okay.
I didn't know it come
In
with.
terms of ovaries and
Yeah, gotcha,
reproductive
gotcha.
system.
Yeah, but to your point, you'll never be ready
Right.
Yeah, but if there was like levels to being ready, I'm like,
because you never.
I'm in the basement of being ready.
We
Like,
all are because you never know.
no.
I feel like some people have,
Mosey.
like, even with having, granted, you never want to bring a child into the chaos that you have going
But you
on
don't
in your
know
life.
what that chaos
You
is
don't.
gonna be.
You don't.
You don't even.
But I've
God
seen
forbid,
people
knock on
too.
door, knock on wood. Like you don't know the baby's condition, so that's a whole nother topic.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can never be fully prepared until
No.
the baby is here,
Yeah.
and then you just go.
Yeah, you
I think
adjust.
people have this idea of what they should be as a parent, and then when they don't live up to the expectation, they hard on themselves. And it's like,
Mhm.
I've been a parent for 7 months. I'm still new. You know what I'm
Aw,
saying? So you
are
learn
new.
shit every day. You know what I'm saying? Like second child come around, I know what to do. But even then, it's like
It's a
I don't
different
know
child.
if that nigga might be the next child might be really be a demon. Everybody like, oh, Zuri is cute, she's smiley.
She's
The next
so
nigga
sweet.
might have my other side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So who knows? You just adjust. And it's like you could say I thought I would be ready. I say this. You're gonna be as ready as you need to be.
Yeah.
As soon as you find out you're pregnant, something gonna switch.
Mm,
Boom.
mm.
Figure it out.
So I don't want you to be like, don't be. It sounds like you're being hard on yourself. That's why I'm telling you this, because it's like,
I
you
feel
just-
like
Well, listen to
I've-
the facts, though. I
I've
mean, y'all know the facts.
But I've seen people's lives change for the better, even in like the chaos. Like with the child, it's like, okay, I really got like being by yourself, you can live in the chaos. But then when you bring a child in, it's like I have a different motivation to get out the chaos.
Hmm. I realized this was something really profound, which is like, and it actually happened when I was caring for that baby the other day. I was like whatever the baby needs, I'll do. Like if the baby needs to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll do it happily. I don't want the baby to be uncomfortable. Like I'm literally like fixated on this baby's happiness. And I was like, I don't even know the baby. I don't actually love the baby, but I
and
can
just
give the baby
imagine
love,
when
right?
the baby is yours.
Right, but here's a layer to it.
You know that same feeling.
Right,
Just imagine when that baby is yours.
but how come I don't have those feelings for myself is the problem. That's why I don't want to have a baby yet. Because that same level of like there's something to be said about this like self-love. Like I feel like you need to have a certain level of like showing up for yourself before you can. I mean, you can bring I could bring a child into the world and I could fixate on my child and I could do all the things that would make me a great mother for that child like you just said. But in the same sense, I would still continue this pattern of abandoning myself.
I get
So
that.
it's deeper than what you guys are saying. Like I get it. Like if I get pregnant, like, you know, I would probably most definitely be a good mom. But what I'm saying is I still wouldn't be good to myself at that point. And that's something that I'm not willing to compromise on anymore. So that's why I'm like, I'm ready to be ready, which means I need to get my own, you know, like self-care, self-maintenance, prioritization together so that I could be ready.
You have a baby, it ain't even about you no more.
I know, and that's the problem. If you have a baby, it's
About
not
you.
about me. And this is the first time in my whole life where it's actually about me.
So you selfish. That's why
I'm trying to be real selfish.
What's wrong with being selfish?
Nothing. Being
Okay.
selfish
Ain't nothing wrong with being
gives
selfish.
you,
Just
it fills
don't
your
have
cup,
no kids if you want to be selfish.
I've been selfish a long time.
which is why you probably ready for a kid. That's what I'm saying. Like you ready. So it's like you've done the work. You've done,
'Cause they need the babies need a lot of attention.
yeah.
And I didn't realize that until the baby was born. I was like, I know the baby need attention, but I didn't realize how much attention she really needs.
It's like all day.
Yeah.
Are you, okay, 7 months. What's happening at 7 months with a
Right
child?
now, she is in the process of walking and crawling.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
she-
makes it like
She kinda
harder.
skipped the baby crawling. She's like
Mhm.
more so into like moving her legs. So she like to run in her little walker. So I'm
Okay.
like, track, anything fast, track. We trying it all.
Okay.
But right now, the stage is just she chill. Like my nigga is real life chill. Like
We
y'all been
know.
around her. Like she
We know.
She
Yeah.
is perfect to me.
like she wake up
She's
smiling. She don't be
perfect.
complaining.
What's her
about nothing.
Instagram?
Nah, I ain't giving that out. I don't know
No.
ass niggas.
Well,
Right. I know.
people
Well,
do
I
be
give it to
weird
you.
on the
y'all would be so
internet.
privileged if y'all were able to see this baby because she is perfect.
Yeah, but yeah, nah, she's solid.
Hmm.
She's a quick learner as well. She I say it's nosy, but she's a
Curious.
as fuck. Like she sees something, she'll see you do it, and then she can repeat it.
Mm.
Like
That's what I
like
can't
she
wait
could hold her
for.
own bottle since she was like 3 months.
I cannot wait
4
for
months.
this. And to see a parent talk about their baby,
Mm-hmm.
That's my dog. That ain't my baby. That's my
That's
dog.
my
I
dog.
love it. I love it, and I can't wait for it.
So
God
quit being
willing.
selfish.
I gotta be
and-
selfish.
she-
I've
and go
had
get
1
knocked up.
year.
And
Come
go get knocked
on.
up. Quit being selfish. Go get knocked up.
No, I do
No.
agree on that. Like
No.
Backbone.
with like loving yourself before you raise a child.
You have to, or else, I mean, you could definitely give your love to the baby, but like that's about it. The baby gonna leave the house in 18 years, and you're gonna be back to square one again. I don't want to be a back to square one mom,
Yeah.
hovering over my child at college,
You
in
know,
her life,
Oh,
in her business.
speak my life.
Your wedding is
Oh.
my wedding.
Speak my life.
don't be
This
no,
my wedding. I'm living through you.
don't
I'm
be-
not
what is
doing
it?
that.
What
Tell
they
all my
call it?
A
business.
Don't be
helicopter mom.
Nah, they call
Oh.
it something else when it's a boy. Like if you have a boy, a husband son. Don't have no husband son.
Oh, your son is your
Son
husband
husband.
too?
Ooh,
Oh my
That's what
God.
it
think
is,
about that.
yeah.
That makes so much sense. You feel like those kind of like creepy relationships between parents is because the parent didn't love themselves, so they put all their love into their kid.
Yeah.
Nah,
Sure.
I don't,
You said nah.
I don't think
I'll
think
do
it is. I think when it comes to like them son husband type of relationships, I
Mhm.
just think the mother didn't have a life.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Or she's running from something. It's not that maybe she didn't love herself.
She replaces the I feel this
Yeah.
because I feel like this is my
Mhm.
my parent.
mhm.
Like she
Me
doesn't
too.
have a life. So she's in my business and I feel like the love that she wants from a partner, she's seeking from me. From me.
When really the love that you want from a partner is really the love that you're supposed to give yourself.
Yes.
Which goes back to our
Oh,
self-love
you niggas,
thing.
bro.
Yeah, which is why
Self-love.
I agree with that.
Yes.
For sure.
Love.
When you get with a partner, you're not supposed to be seeking that stuff anymore. Like that's it. Like you're supposed to already be. This sounds so cliche, but I'm telling you guys, this last week it all really set in. Like you are supposed to be in love with yourself, happy, good to go, to where when you match up with somebody, Mosey over there shaking his head. You shaking your head? When
Tell
you
me
match
more.
up with
What does
somebody,
the love with yourself mean? Because I feel
Let's
like I don't
define
have
that.
the definition of like,
Okay.
my head right now. I feel like it's y'all saying something that I'm.
what do you think? I don't mean like you're just confident with yourself. I don't mean like you can look in the mirror and be like, yeah, I'm good, like with that person that I see. Not like comfortable with yourself, but I mean like that
Choosing you first, making yourself a priority.
which I feel like a lot of men do. So this might be hard to penetrate
It
for
might be.
a lot of men.
It might be.
Right. Y'all have, we always talk about how good boundaries you guys have. Boundaries is a form of self love. Like, a lot of women don't have.
A lot of niggas don't have boundaries either.
Mm. Tell
A
us
lot
more.
of men don't have boundaries.
What kind of boundaries don't they have?
What do you
tell me more.
mean?
When you say boundaries, you talking about like when it comes to women and what they will and what they won't do.
Their
Not-
career.
It's like,
Oh.
it's like being able to assert like that this is what I want for myself. And so with me knowing that this is what I want for myself, this is the limit here. That's the boundary. Like, so if it goes past that in this direction, it's a no. I feel like men
Y'all know
are
the
really
hi-
good at
you-
that.
You know, like the hierarchy in like relationships.
We going from here, here, here. Tell me about it. What's that? What's the hierarchy?
God, man, women, child.
Mhm.
So a man is naturally going to be more invested into things that he's trying to build.
Oh, that's
outside
what
of-
we're saying. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you say like the self love aspect and love yourself, I think women, you guys naturally love others more than men do.
Right.
So you saying that you have to learn how to love yourself is almost kind of, to me, and I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going against your natural state as a woman.
Mm.
Because you're nurturers. You're gonna have
Is
when you
this
have a child,
hierarchy?
it's gonna be like when you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be your ideology is gonna switch up a little bit.
But in this hierarchy, is it a religious hierarchy or?
Maybe.
But I'm saying, where have you found
Religious.
the hierarchy? Like, where would, if we looked it up, would it be like tied to a religion that this hierarchy was set, or is it
Christianity.
okay? Okay, so then that makes sense.
Did you going to church today?
Yeah, but it's not a religious church.
That's weird.
Is it weird? Don't judge my
Nigga, that's a
church.
cult.
Can we talk
That's
about
what
that?
everybody says. Oh my God. And that is something I'm scared about. Okay, so we'll table. Okay, we're gonna put a pin in what is self-love
Okay.
then.
Okay.
But I think I have a definition of it, but
Oh, we
Hold
can
on, no.
finish it.
Let's keep this going. Let's get
Okay.
to the church call. I'm gonna write that down. We'll get to
Okay.
the church
Yeah,
call
okay.
later.
I
Yeah.
really feel like self-love, we just talked about this a little bit, but self-love is really like saying, I am the person that's gonna be with me for my entire life. Like, I'm the only one who's gonna always be present.
Mhm.
And like, with that being said, I have to do for myself what's gonna make me suffer the least in this lifetime. I
Oh
think
my
that's
God.
self-love. Like, it's drinking enough water,
What are you?
it's getting sleep, it's treating your body right, it's renewing your mind, your spirit. It's literally, self-love means it's an action. It's
And
not like a
what
feeling.
does that have to do with you loving the next person?
Because if you don't have the ability to show up for yourself in those ways, then it's almost like the other person will just be a
That's
distraction.
not true. I think
Okay.
some people actually love others more than they love themselves.
That's what I'm saying. And
But-
I'm
no,
saying that
what
that's
you're saying to
dangerous
me, it sounds
territory.
Like you're saying you need to have self-love in order to love somebody else. I get that.
You
part.
don't
No, you don't
need
need
it.
it. I'm
Okay,
saying
okay, okay.
a healthy way to love someone else
Yeah.
is to show up for yourself first in those ways that you would want to show up for that other person. Like when you're in a relationship, especially women, going back to your hierarchy, we do, like, it is so innate for us to pour into other people.
You
All we
guys are
want to do,
nurturers.
yes, we're nurturers.
Like a motherfucker.
Like
even just
exactly.
even just watching my baby mama. She like I be
Mm.
trying to nurture,
Mm-hmm.
and I be but I'm rough.
Yeah.
I'm a nigga. Like
Come
I'm
here.
rough as hell. Baby, I love you, mama. I'm gonna kiss you on the hug. You been too hard. My bad. Like
Oh.
I just
Yeah.
love her, but I
Mm-hmm.
can just see her naturally, just how
Yes.
she communicates with the baby, how she holds the baby, how she's able to
Mm-hmm.
verbally speak to her, and I just be like, damn, like that's some shit like most men are just not born with. Like you have to be born
And
with
that's
that.
why it is really good for a man to be
Y'all-
paired with a woman. So we all agree on that.
And you got 9 months with the baby.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like
you
you have
literally making
9 months with the baby to your thoughts, the food you eat, your mood, your energy, all that shit is festering up in that little fetus sack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and all of that, when that. Anyways, but go ahead.
What you're saying is absolutely true. I'm saying it's dangerous territory if the mom never learns to show up for herself in the way that she would show up for her child or for her man or for others.
I think
First, you just have to show up for yourself first. That way, if your cup is full, then anything else that's added that runs over can go to everybody else. But you have to have a full cup.
Self-love mixed up with being selfish.
Right, because
maybe that's what I'm getting mixed
it's
up.
a thin line,
Yeah,
I think.
I'm thinking.
What would selfishness be versus self-love? That, I guess we could talk about that because
You dropping your kids off at the club every day. I mean,
Right.
at their grandmama house and having them raise them when you doing Lord knows what.
selfish,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
selfish.
You know what I'm saying?
Versus self-love would be, okay, a scenario, self-love versus selfishness would be like, okay, my kids have to wake up at 7 a.m., so I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. I'm going to drink my glass of water. I'm going to stretch. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to prepare myself first so that when the kids wake up, I'm in a space where I can now receive their love. Like they're going to wake up on 10. Like I'm going to be able to welcome them, greet them, give them whatever I have to give them because I woke up and renewed myself versus self like, because imagine if you just woke up at 6:55 with the kids, you could wake up,
Get that extra sleep.
yeah, you could be up and like showing up for them, but you might be irritated, you might be grumpy or whatever.
People should do that in life in general.
Yeah,
When it comes to
absolutely.
jobs.
Yes,
significant
give
others.
yourself something first
Yeah,
before
I
you give
think
it to
you should do
anybody
that
else.
in general. That's why I'm not computing it when it just comes to. I'm so one track minded. I'm sorry.
That's okay. A lot of men are. Burn, sorry.
Right. But yeah, no, I think I get what you're saying now.
Yeah.
I still stand on what I said though, but
What you okay? Yeah, you stand on what you said. I think Oh, so you're saying you don't have to love yourself first
before you have a
before
child.
you have a child. You can just we're women are nurturers, so it's okay to love outside of us before loving ourselves.
Life, I'll say this. I'm gonna agree with you,
I love
but
when you agree with me.
but under the circumstances of the woman growing up in a circumstance where she's not surviving, quote
Right.
unquote.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. So
Mm-hmm.
she's not in like a crazy relationship, or she's not
Right.
trying to pull herself back out through a rough
Mm-hmm.
life. I'm just saying, like, somebody who's I mean, we all got shit we go through. Let me not say that.
Yeah.
Someone who's just I don't even know how to put it. I ain't gonna even say that.
But in those scenarios, even I feel like self love is the remedy to even like those toxic relationships. If you really were in a practice of loving yourself first, you wouldn't even get to the point where you are welcoming that like crazy energy from somebody who's going to show up and hit on you, beat on you, manipulate you. If you were really showing up for yourself
Right.
first, your mind would be in such a strong space that you would point out the red flag immediately and be like, eh. Like, I'm not
Can I
doing
ask y'all
this.
this?
What?
Mm-hmm.
Is a woman holding sex over a man's head abusive?
Oh my God.
Is it
Is
abusive?
it abuse?
I feel like that's a weird word to
You
put.
wait, you mean no, he said what he said.
Abusive?
Abusive.
Is it abuse? Like you holding something over his head in order to get him to do certain things.
Like withholding?
Like I'm not withholding, you mean withholding
I'm
sex.
not
Is
giving you
that
sex. I'm not doing this until
until you
what's that? Broke boys don't deserve no coochie.
mm.
And then you're with a relationship.
You
with
said
them.
broke boys don't deserve no coochie.
That's what that song say, right? I know that's right. Is it abuse? I'm asking y'all.
I don't
It's
think
on
it's
you,
abusive.
friend.
I don't think it's abusive.
Why not?
I feel like you're gonna go out and figure out how to get it anyway.
Why do I have to go out and figure it out when you sitting right here and we supposed to be
Well,
something?
First of all, I'm not gonna be the type of woman to withhold it from you.
No, obviously, hypothetically.
Not you. Take yourself out.
Hypothetically.
I
We're
can't.
not a part of that most of
Well,
these
yeah, we're not a
scenarios.
part of this conversation.
Okay.
We're speaking for others right now.
Is withholding sex a
Abuse.
form of abuse?
They don't want to say it, y'all. I got them against
Well,
the ropes.
because whatever I
Got 'em against the
say is
ropes.
about to be like,
No, say
this
it.
is laughable. No, it's
Say
not
it.
abuse. It's
Okay.
abuse is like hurting someone. Is it
Yeah,
not?
you not having sex is not hurting you.
If
Says
anything,
who?
wait. If anything, it's
This-
manipulative.
but
It is
but
manipulative.
It's manipulative.
manipulation is
I'm
abuse.
I'm withholding it.
Ooh,
Wait, what?
He said manipulation is
It's
abuse.
not. It's not all
Like
okay,
emotional
okay.
abuse.
Manipulation is not always abuse. Let me put that out there. But
Okay.
a manipulation can be a form of abuse.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
So you don't think that?
No.
All
I
right.
still don't think withholding sex is abuse. I do think it's kind of like weaponizing love a little bit. Like you're using your like pussy power to
Right.
control a situation, and it's also not in your feminine energy. We talked about that.
So-
It's yuck. It gives me the ick to do that.
What?
I thought you had something to say. No.
No, it's not abusive.
Okay. So what about if a man held all of his resources and money away from the woman and told her unless she wanted to do certain things or can have certain things,
Do I got my own money?
then she had to be what he said.
Mm.
Is that abuse? Because I've heard that's abuse.
Are we comparing like sex and then money? Like
Yeah, because we hold different values for different things. Men and
mm.
women have different values of certain things. Like,
Does this-
like y'all purse don't mean shit to me, but I'm pretty sure it's the shit for y'all.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. In your scenario, are you asking if the man is holding all the resources until the woman becomes the woman that he wants her to be? Are you saying she doesn't have any resources of her own, like she's not working, like she literally depends
Hey.
100% on him? Because
Let's-
then that
let's-
would be a form of abuse. Yeah.
Okay. So if a man is with a woman and he's solely trying to
Oh
get
my
the nookie from her because that's his partner and he's not cheating and she's holding it over his head, is that not a form of abuse?
No.
Got it. Got it.
Because you're not having sex, and then my bill's not getting paid,
I can't
and I
eat.
can't eat. Yeah,
I
that's
can't go to
crazy.
work because I can't drive. You holding all the resources.
And
You're not having sex. It's not gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah, because you can actually go handle that in the bathroom, in the room. Just shut the door.
that's crazy. 'Cause, like that's crazy how men and women literally look at sex completely different.
It's no different than what we would do.
Are you gonna die if you don't have sex?
Are you gonna die if I don't feed you?
Yes.
Why? You a grown ass woman.
You got all my
But you
resources.
got all you got all the money.
You a grown ass woman. Why?
Okay, you're right.
And this is
Right.
exactly why I
Right.
What do
be
you mean?
hella hyper independent because
You're
of
right.
shit like that.
You-
I'm
we
gonna have my own.
We would have to leave and just go find the next
Yeah.
It
man.
ain't even that
Yeah.
you got to be hyper independent, but when you
Why?
choose to be in a certain situation with certain people, it comes with certain things. Like if you choose to be in a relationship, whatever that relationship is with your person, your partner,
Mhm.
y'all meet halfway. I like this. I don't like this. I like this. I don't. I want you to be. I wouldn't say that because you shouldn't change anybody. But I would like
talked
for
about
you
that.
to do these type of things. I like this. I like my woman like this, or I like my man like this.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gotta.
Take me as I am. I don't know
Yeah.
what to tell you.
Yeah.
I also have a new understanding of relationships. Ashley says she's with you.
Ashley with me, yeah. She know.
What do you mean, Ash? What do you mean?
She not about to get on mic.
You don't want to get on mic?
Mm.
Oh, but with
Mic
you,
is yours. Eh?
but with you in what way? You're saying like if I'm doing everything, there are small things that I could ask of you.
Like it,
I just think abuse, like in itself, right? There's different forms of it.
Please, we don't have to even tag you. Nobody has to know who you
No,
are.
I'm just saying, like, there's different forms of abuse, right?
Right.
So
Mhm.
if somebody's trying to exploit their power, regardless of what it is,
Mhm.
they're abusing that power. So
They're definitely
you're
it's
trying
abuse.
to hold sex against somebody,
Mhm.
you're abusing that power. You're trying to, like, if you're supervisor or whatever, you're abusing whatever it is. It can be you're abusing that situation and your power. So
Heard. It's an abuse of power. It's not abuse to the other person.
but it's
And
abuse
that
to
was
the other person.
it. Okay, see y'all now on the same page. I agree. Yes, it's an abuse of power.
If you're
I think
abusing something or somebody, that person or whatever that
On
thing
the other
is
end.
being receptive to abuse.
But wouldn't we say in all of these situations?
Y'all
Because
just
I
don't-
even just agreed with you, even with the woman. Like after you said it the last time, I agreed with you. Like, isn't it just a matter then of leaving? Like, if you are not getting what you need, it's not an abuse to you. They're abusing their power, but what's that got to do with me? Like, that means that we are not aligned. We go back to the alignment thing. Like, if you're gonna do this and abuse your power, then I need to remove myself and go find someone who's not gonna
If
do
you
that.
can't
not about
feed
to let
That's
yourself-
not abuse.
If you can't feed yourself outside of me, you can't put a roof over your head, then I need to leave.
Yeah,
Okay.
we on the
That's
same
the
page
type of
now.
woman you married.
Oh God! Unless we're married, that's different. Cause now I gotta stay. Oh, my
Who
God.
gotta stay?
No, just
Who?
don't do that. Mm-mm.
Wow. Who gotta stay?
They about
I.
to tear y'all ass up.
Oh my gosh!
They
Yeah,
about to tear y'all ass
that's
up.
another thing.
Because my point is, anytime you hold something over somebody's head to try to get them to do something in your favor, can be manipulation, which can be a form of abuse.
Of power.
Yeah. So if you like, okay, put it like this: I'm not giving you no pussy, but I don't expect you to go get it either.
That's crazy.
So come correct.
It's only abuse if you stay. Like it's only abuse, and
That's
you're doing it to
abuse.
yourself.
That's
if you
abuse.
stay,
I
get
don't
get
like,
that
I don't like
get out
how
of there.
you're victim blaming.
Well, you're not really a victim at this point. You have agency.
Yeah, niggas don't get no slack in the world.
Women
like,
don't either. In your scenario with the woman and the resources,
She should leave.
Should leave. She should leave.
Yeah.
And we're pivoting. This is it. She should leave.
She
Everybody should leave.
But I also think both can be equally abusive. So I'm not negating what the men are doing. I'm saying what the men and the women are doing collectively. That's abuse, a form of abuse.
Of power though, but not to the
Abuse
other
of
person.
power. When
Yes.
you abuse your power, you're abusing someone. Like you just can't abuse your power and nobody's affected by it.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree.
That's all right.
Yeah, this
Because-
is semantics, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's not
Because
very cut and
it
dry.
depends on if the
I just
person
don't want to
who
believe it.
no, it depends on if the person who's on the other end has agency to leave or not. Like if they really don't have the power to leave,
Then you're abusing somebody.
then you are abusing them,
That's
right? That's almost
gaslighting.
like that's almost like
Gaslighting.
racism, right? Like we about to go there.
We can
Like
go there. Yeah, nigga, we can go there.
it's like
yeah, we
racism.
can.
Like they created a system that holds a certain group down, right?
Right.
And the only reason it's a problem is because we really are trapped, right?
Right.
For some people, it really is a problem because
Yeah.
they really don't have the privilege to come about of it.
Right.
For other people, they like, peace, I got money, I'm gonna go move to Africa.
Right.
That doesn't
So
affect
you
me
don't
now.
think those people that's
But
holding
there's
that
even
over the-
racism in Africa. I don't know. The point is, like, it's only a problem if the person doesn't have agency to leave. And that's why racism is so effective.
is abuse. You don't,
I do agree.
The fact that you don't want your man to go sleep with nobody else, but you're not giving him no poom is abuse. That's exactly that's
sick of
exactly
you.
what you just said.
I'm sick of you. That man can leave. He can leave and he could go
Not
get poom.
If he loves this woman and she
Yes,
said
he
you-
can.
That's a choice.
That's a choice. That's his choice. You trying to
Am
stir some
I?
stuff up.
I swear I'm not.
Are you
I swear
serious
I'm
right
so
now?
serious.
He can
'Cause when you
leave.
give somebody an ultimatum,
I'm not.
knowing you have the power in the ultimatum, that is manipulation. That's abuse.
It's manipulation. It's abuse of power, but it's not abuse on the other person.
Just weak in the knees.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Stand up.
That's crazy. That's
Thoughts?
crazy.
Anybody else? We on the same page, friend?
Of course, y'all on the same
Just leave-
page.
Stand up.
Stand up.
That's why we always be needed.
up.
Get out. Get
Stand
yourself
up.
together.
Okay.
That's
All
why
right.
we always need an extra
I'm
person.
gonna
here.
remember. I'm
All
gonna remember
the
this
same.
pod. Keep that same energy. Keep the same energy because I know
What?
what I know, and I know it's gonna happen eventually. And one of y'all gonna say it, and I'm gonna catch y'all ass. I'm not gonna say it. Just know I'm gonna. It's timestamp right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna catch y'all
Timestamp
ass.
it.
'Cause I know it's gonna happen.
Mhm.
It might even
Timestamp
happen
it.
today, depending on where the conversation go.
Okay, whatever.
I'm a walking
Do you-
contradictor.
I know I am.
Contradiction.
So, do you think? Okay, this is where. Okay, I'm about to touch on religion a little bit. This is where religion
Yeah, let's
get
get
me
back to your
a little
church. Cole.
weird. I'll tell you about the cult in just a second. Like marriage to me, is beautiful, but it's also nuts. It's insane because
I'm sorry.
it's
Till
so
death
beautiful.
do us part.
Till death do us part. No matter what you do, no matter what you do to me,
Nigga, that's okay. I didn't mean to call you nigga. I'm sorry.
Didn't we just have this conversation?
Yeah. I'm trying to work on that though.
Okay.
What
No matter what you do with me, I have to say.
do you mean?
What do you?
How far are we going when you say no matter?
Well,
what?
the thing is, if we're married,
Because I know people who divorce over who picking the box of cereal.
Yeah, but like the true meaning of it.
the
though.
true meaning is like it doesn't matter what happens. You stick in there. You stay through thick and thin. I think it's a beautiful concept. I don't think it's for me in that aspect, in that way.
What's the deal breaker in marriage then? If you was to get married and somebody was to do X, insert
I don't
whatever.
know.
For me,
what
I
would
know
the deal-
immediately.
What would the deal breaker be?
The first thing I think of a deal breaker for me in a marriage would be if somebody puts their hands on me.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
So that's
Because
okay.
that's actual abuse.
Yeah. I mean, mental abuse is actual abuse too. This nigga, oh my God, Jesus Christ.
If you put your hand on me one time, just one time.
You raise your hand
One.
at me. If
One
I,
time.
I feel.
If I felt scared,
if I feel.
Felt
if
scared.
I felt scared,
You felt scared.
I
That's
might be out of there.
That's crazy. Why?
I might
So
stay.
if he did,
I might stay if I felt a little like was you about to? Oh, but you didn't.
That's crazy.
But 100%, if you put your hands on me,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the deal breaker.
if you put your hand on my mom, if you
Why
put your
is it
hand on
your
my
mom, first
my
off? That's wild.
sister,
That
That's
is
wild.
random.
that's what I'm saying.
If you said anybody else,
I'm just hitting everybody.
Put that nigga under the dirt.
If you put your hand on anybody that I love,
Yeah, that's wild.
if you touch my child,
That's
ooh, and that's real sticky. Because if we have the child together and it's your child too, and you do something crazy,
Oh, that's not sticky.
that's not sticky.
at all.
Don't do that. Don't be weird.
That's not
Don't
sticky. That's not it. Because oh, you selfish. What you mean, my child?
because at the moment you put your hand on that child in an
Removed
inappropriate
your
way,
rights.
that's not your child no more.
Yeah.
That's my
crazy.
child.
That's
'Cause
crazy. Y'all
you-
think like that.
Go get help.
Go get you're not a part of this family anymore.
Go
Get out.
help.
Going back before we get to there. Go back.
Okay.
Go back. Go
Why?
back. Go back.
Can we turn some heat on?
Ooh, they get that.
cold.
I'm getting that.
Oh, baby.
Hey, you text.
Mercury is in retrograde,
Mm,
and
yep.
we are not surprised by that.
Yeah.
Remember,
Mm.
communication.
Yeah. Anyway, nice. Mercy Gatorade.
Mercy,
Um,
Lago.
Mercury, Mercedes Gatorade,
Mercedes
Mercury.
Gatorade. Going back to what y'all go back, because we kind of was going.
How do we get here?
It wasn't love. What was it? Relationships, abuse. And then you said, oh, the deal breaker for marriage.
Deal breakers for marriage, and we're not even nowhere near marriage. That's the funny part about this, but we know
You never know that. You could meet your husband tomorrow.
that is
You're right.
correct.
And it
You
can
are
happen
so
in
correct.
2 weeks,
It could,
3 weeks.
I don't see anybody proposing in
but okay.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Y'all need to experience.
Do
a
you
little
think
bit.
we could fall? That's another conversation. Fall in love, like,
I
and get proposed to in 3 weeks. Wait, I gotta get around.
Moving too
3 weeks.
fast. Moving too fast.
Oh.
Why is it? What? So outside of physical abuse, which I believe is a deal breaker as well,
Yeah.
Mhm.
because the safety of the partner
Mm-hmm.
is most important. Outside of that, because I feel like that's obvious.
Mm-hmm.
What else is a deal breaker?
I feel like that's honestly the only like real
Obvious.
deal. Yeah, like
So what's
deal
the
breaker.
issue with-
Pedophilia.
Okay, yeah.
The obvious shit.
Even like I just think even infidelity is something that like after you get married, you still have to you
can
have a
work through
duty
that.
to at least try to work it out.
Yeah.
Right? It's not an instant deal breaker.
So what's the issue with till death do us part? Because right now y'all not saying nothing that's not abnormal to a person that's married. Okay, yeah, don't touch no kids and don't be out here beating on me.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I think there's exceptions to it. And the exception is if you do something foul, like physically
Right.
harm me.
I
I'm
don't
with you.
know.
I'm with you there, but you made it seem
Also,
like,
but mental abuse is a thing too.
oh, now we get into mental abuse.
Now,
Now we
he
get
was
into
waiting
mental
for this.
abuse.
He was waiting for this.
He's the
Now-
man that
I
he
told
wanted.
y'all it was gonna come up. didn't
Now
I?
inside,
It was gonna-
wait, now inside of a marriage, it is a
Oh
little
my
different because you don't have
God.
the same agency. So that's what I was trying to say, Mosey. Like, if you're just dating, we weren't talking about marriage. If you're just dating
Man,
and
come
somebody's
on now.
holding
We-
stuff over you, leave.
We too old to be talking about if it's just dating.
If-
We know if
But
it's just
if
dating.
we're
we ain't-
married, that is a little like if you're literally like calling me stupid, talking down to me, calling me bitches and hoes, you're not gonna never have nobody better than me. You're not gonna never do this, and you holding the resources. Like that is abuse,
That's abuse.
right?
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
abuse. That you're not about to.
yeah. Just
Make
like,
my
just like I'm
mind
not giving you no
small.
pussy, and you better not step outside either. And you better
Not with you, hun. Not with you.
That's mental abuse.
It's not mental abuse.
Whatever. I don't care
Next,
what you
okay.
call it. Don't
ain't
do
right.
The reason
Yeah.
why y'all, the reason why y'all don't agree because y'all have done it.
Oh,
Now
Y'all
you're
held some pussy
trolling.
over-
Now
y'all,
he's
y'all held some
trolling.
pussy over a nigga head.
Now
I
he's
was about to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've done it. It's all
Dave,
right. It's
he-
okay.
They've
Mosey's
done
talking
it.
about
y'all.
he doesn't. He doesn't talk about. I forgot. We're not in these scenarios. 'Cause I'm like,
He's talking about y'all.
We don't hold over who here. We getting it every
we're about to
day.
get real mad. Like, we're not gonna get mad today. Yeah.
Yes.
So y'all have done it. He says.
Y'all have done
Yeah,
it.
he's talking to y'all.
Have
Anything
I
else
ever?
you got?
Have
to
you
say
ever
to them?
held?
Nah, we moving on to.
Have you ever held sex over somebody's head?
No. If I don't want to have sex, it's because I don't want to have sex. I'm not holding it over you to
Like,
make
until you do this?
something. No, fuck that. I don't
so
want
y'all-
to bribe
Y'all
you.
ain't never
to be-
entertained a nigga knowing he was trying to fuck just so y'all can get whatever access y'all need to whatever, whether it be
Wait,
fun.
Oh,
cooking
that's
food.
different.
You talking about teasing?
Oh my god!
You talking about teasing?
That's
the
different.
same-
No,
You know
because
what?
we're not together.
You know what? You got it. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. You right.
Teasing?
You
Flirting?
right. Yeah. No. It's the teasing and flirting is when you know you about to give it up. Or I'm talking about when you
I can flirt and not give it up. Wait, what?
That's my point.
Oh, okay.
That's hope.
That's
Y'all
withholding.
got it. Y'all got it.
And the lady's
got
not
it.
even your lady.
This is
Y'all
how we
got it.
stop the arguments right here.
Huh?
When you say y'all got it, that means
Because
conversation done.
Because when you know that you can get certain things from a man without putting out,
Uh-huh. That's abuse.
it's
Of
manipulation.
power. Yeah. It's manipulation, but he not getting abused because he could decide to stay or leave.
You can go to the next
Yeah,
one.
you got options. You got agency. We're not holding you down.
You got it.
It's not a system.
We do.
You got it.
You're
We
right.
do.
So marriage.
Back to
What about
marriage.
it?
I don't know. Y'all tell me that was the topic I was
That
on.
was it. So then, okay.
To death do you part. And I was saying,
Unless you do some foul stuff.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's pretty much anybody across the board.
I don't know if I could till death do us part
Anybody?
if I start not to like you. Like And
Get the
Ooh.
fuck out of here.
Wait,
Oh my
Raven.
God. Y'all don't,
Wait, so
talking
you
to
feel like
y'all
wait,
is a headache
wait, you feel
almost
like
right
you
now.
would stop liking your husband?
I
What
don't
would make you
know.
stop
I'm
liking
not
him?
saying that
Crazy.
I will. I mean, shit happens, right?
Like
You-
what?
I don't fucking know.
Like what would
is
make
going
you?
on
Wait,
right
what do you,
now?
I'm saying, look, I'm trying to help you out. Like what?
I just don't like this
I'm
nigga
just
no more.
saying, like, life is happening, and you start growing apart, and
That's
I
crazy.
might not want
That's crazy.
to
Fellas,
be with
y'all
you
listen
anymore,
to this
and that's
very
why there's
closely.
divorce.
Listen to this very close.
And I find my new husband.
Listen to this very. That's why divorce rates is high. But anyway.
Well, that's why
But
I'm waiting
marriage
to get
is-
married. Like,
Marriage is a religious institution, and that's
And
why
I
I'm like,
don't-
and we're
Marriage-
not
marriage is
very
marriage should be an institution between the two and God. That's what it really should be.
right. It's a religious
No, I
institution.
remove. I don't like the religious because religion and all that extra stuff goes. I'm talking about the source and the two people.
Okay.
I,
No, because the
you can
source
know
is
because
not
people can say,
necessarily
I believe in
religious.
God and not
That's
be
spirit.
religious.
Yeah, I agree.
That's my point.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying though, cousin. But my point is like people can believe in God and be like,
still not religious.
"Nah, nigga,
Spiritual.
you.
Yeah, aren't you
Like,
spiritual?
what are you talking about? But
I'm definitely spiritual, and with that, but I do respect the Constitution. I mean, the Constitution. The what do you call
isn't that what Meghan Markle?
the institution
Institution.
of
Constitution,
the
proclamation
Constitution
of emancipation.
I'm not religious, but I respect the institution of marriage so much so that I would not even want to enter it if I couldn't honor it
All right.
in the same way
Let's
that.
Till
let's
death.
take religion off of it because I believe we can all come to an agreement that we all want love.
Yes.
Right?
Mhm.
So let's take love out of it. Do you?
Take religion out of it.
Excuse me, Ro. Yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Oh.
Religion out of it. Ray, you said, what if you don't like this person? Did you love him?
At one point.
Yeah.
Then when did you stop?
Stop loving or stop liking?
Mm.
When did like become a deal breaker in love?
I feel like I gotta like you too. Like
Mm.
within the love.
So you could love somebody and divorce them because you don't like them anymore.
That's crazy. Life is a fucking roller. I don't like.
Y'all,
some of
I've never
y'all.
been married before. I'm
We
trying
never
to
been
figure
married.
this
She
out.
like, okay,
Yeah,
I'm
I ain't
being-
never been
I don't
married.
know what the fuck I'll do.
I ain't never been married, but I'm just saying, like, let me ask y'all this: what's y'all definition of love? Because let's talk about that first. What is love to y'all?
sick of it.
If I had the sound effect, I'll press it.
Don't know which one.
No, you don't reach for
Don't
it.
need it. Mm-mm.
I feel like sometimes it is kind of unexplainable, but at the same time, it is loving somebody like through their flaws and Lord.
Okay, next, Lauren.
I'll be honest. I, for the first time, don't have an answer for you.
Right.
I do not know what love is.
Right.
I don't even remember. I just told you I don't even properly love myself at the moment. So we're gonna get there first.
We all know what love is. We've all
What is
felt
love?
love. We've all
Right.
felt. Everybody has felt love from something or someone. When you love something, there are. I'm on the tread lightly. There are certain things that you will bypass because you
Of
love
course.
that person.
Yeah.
Love is it's a feeling, like you said. I believe you said it's like
I have lots of
unexplainable.
feelings though, and I don't think that they're love. That's why I'm like, what is love?
Love is also an action.
Mm-hmm.
Love, when you love something, you cherish it, you hold on to it, you accept it for who it is. You are able to grow. Let's just put it on the person. You're able to grow with this person because people change.
Mm-hmm.
We all in our 30s. We weren't the same. We are not the same people we were in our 20s, in our mid 20s. Hell, we probably ain't the same person that we was last year.
Mm-hmm.
So if you love somebody, you have to be open and willing to grow with this person through thick and thin, through the flaws. Because if you love them, you give them that grace. If you don't love them, then you might leave because you don't like them. I don't like a lot of motherfuckers that I love, but I love my mother, and she pisses me off a lot sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't be liking her in that moment, but that doesn't negate the fact that I love her, and if something was to happen or somebody was to do something to her, I will scorch this earth.
What is the precursor to love though? That's the part that's getting me because for me, I always think that that feeling that you have, like
Butterflies.
that not even butterflies, but like
that's
what I always refer to as like, I just have a feeling with them. I guess like chemistry, right?
Yeah.
To me, I've always used that as a compass. Like if I feel that feeling, then I can choose now to love them. If I feel the feeling, because love is an action, I can choose to always bypass their flaws, make sure they're good, yada, yada, yada.
You think
I
you choose
don't,
love?
I think there's two things happening. I think love, like you said, is an action. Love is really just accepting a person for who they are and making sure to the best of your ability that you help them like be good. Like that's it. Like whatever that looks like. I think that's what love is, right? But what is the precursor to like what is it? Is it chemistry? You don't have chemistry with your family, but you love them.
I feel like family is different because like
It
it's
is, too.
almost like you have to love them because they're your family
But
versus
do you
like
have to?
Look at Oscar.
But why?
no,
That
you
nigga-
don't
oh,
have to, but like someone like your
Oh, I thought
mom,
you were-
like are you really gonna cut that off?
Is
Yeah.
the
You
pre-
can,
Ending.
yes,
Is the
Ended.
precursor to the love for your mom then the fact that she just loved you first?
maybe.
Let me ask you. Let me.
Because she gave birth to me
Because she
and
gave
put me
birth-
on this
Because she
earth.
was the vessel that brought you here? Like, is that enough? Like, so is it like indebtedness? Is that what makes you love your parent? Like,
No, because a lot of niggas have daddy and mommy issues that they don't like their parents, but most of the hate or the most of the hate or frustration comes from them, the parent not being there, which is I wish that I had the parent here because I love you.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't love you. I didn't care. I wouldn't give a fuck if you was here or not.
hmm.
Like love is it can be many different things when you put it on different people.
Yeah.
So like of course when I get married, my wife's the love for my wife is not going to be the same love I have for my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It varies, but because I love them unconditionally, I understand. I just use my mom because I'm not married. That my mother can be temperamental. I understand that my mother has trauma that she hasn't been hasn't gotten over because mental health wasn't a thing back when she was growing up.
Right.
I understand that my grandmother died when she was 17. She's still dealing with her mom, her trauma when it comes to being a mother and not having a mother there in her adult life. So I understand that because I love my mom. So when she do shit and she say shit, you might piss me off, but I understand where it's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
That's love. It
Mm.
doesn't come with, you piss me off today. I feel like, and then now I'm putting it on a partner. You piss me off today. We not together because you piss me off, or I don't like it because you do this. I don't like you chalk that shit up to the game. Like you signed up for it. This is what you deal with.
So with the partner, so that's family. I think I totally get the family part.
Yeah.
It's the partner part that I'm trying to still
Okay, let's
figure
keep it on the
out.
partner then.
Yeah, I don't know what love is when it comes. I know what family. I know hands down, like it's just making sure that everybody's good to the best of your ability because you know that hands down they're gonna do the same for you, and it's like you guys are just making sure that as a unit you are your best, right? But when it comes to a partner, it's too many different. It's too many people. It's too many people, and like, how do you pick one that now you're gonna like extend this very rare type of love?
That's gonna come in my next question.
Yeah, because you can't when you love somebody romantically, we're acknowledging that it's different from the way that you can love your family, which you can spread that love across the whole members of your family, right? But when you love romantically, you can only love one person.
No, I don't know.
You're right, because you could be you could be poly, I guess, and love multiple.
That was my next question. Do you feel like you can only love one person?
No.
I think I only have the capacity.
Yeah, I only have
I only have the
for one.
capacity.
Have you
'Cause-
tried?
With
No.
with dating though, like
I know.
trying to date multiple people, somebody's getting what I call
could-
sacrifice.
I could, if we're talking about love as an action, I could love multiple people,
can't do that.
right? But only as an action friend. Like,
Uh.
meaning if love is showing unconditional support, encouragement, like nurturing, giving, right?
That's
I
love.
could definitely love multiple people
So
romantically,
where
right?
do you draw the line?
I draw the line at whether or not I could feel love
you in the same
back.
capacity.
What if both
Right.
of them are loving you exactly the same way you need to be loved?
It's a foreign
foreign concept.
idea. Yes, a
It's
foreign
alien.
concept.
It's alien.
If we could really, if I could love two people and they could really love me back, does that mean that there's no like possessiveness, jealousy, things like that involved?
Still, I feel like that's still a thing.
But if you're right, because if you're jealous and possessive, then actually you can't really love me then, because that kind of like undermines what we just said about love being an action, which
Jealousy
is
and
giving me what I need.
Possessiveness shouldn't even be in a monogamous relationship.
Right. Right. But I feel like the chances that it's present in a monogamous are, I mean,
It's
the
higher.
chances are lower than if you're in a like polyamorous where you
It's higher.
see. Have you never seen like the sister wives? They're all mad at each other.
I've
They're all like, like he's staying with her tonight and
Mhm.
her family. I just
really,
feel like,
I've actually.
have you
the
never
people that
watched
I know that
the
actually
Mormon
have
shows?
Extra.
I'm
What
not
am I
making
saying?
that up, Mormon.
More wives or
Mhm.
more girlfriends. They actually pretty cool.
But
To
do you
each
feel
his
like
own experience,
jealousy
then.
to no extent like exists?
No, I don't. Which is why I'm like, what is?
So let me ask you this: since y'all only believe y'all can love one person, what happens when you, quote unquote, as Ray would say, just not stop loving that person, not liking that person? Then can you love again, or was that one?
Yeah,
person?
because if we're talking about love as an action, then yeah, you can just
Choose to love
redirect
somebody
the
else.
love to someone else.
So you
The
don't.
feeling, though, I think the feeling is like an attachment that's building. Like that's
the
different than
problem with
love.
Women, y'all be moving off of y'all fucking emotions.
Guilty. Guilty.
Hello, duh.
Yeah.
Don't y'all want us to move that way?
No, I'm tired
no,
of it. I'm
Because you're not supposed to. I mean,
sick of
you
it.
feel the emotions, but making a decision out of your emotions,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody should really make a decision out of their emotions because it's never really sound.
My earliest examples of love was like what I could do for somebody else. And that is what has gotten me so like twisted in my adult love life. I'm just like, if
Beginning of a conversation, women
Uh,
are nurturing.
I know,
Y'all just
I
gonna
know.
tie it all together for me by the time we get done talking.
you're welcome with a bow.
With a bow,
Yep.
okay. Happy New Year.
Yeah, it's just so, I don't know. I'm confused. Long story short, I don't know what love is. I don't know who I could love, how many people I could love. Like, that's what I'm hoping I figure out in 2024, how to love myself
Let me ask you this.
and then spill it over to someone
What
else.
is because I think you said you don't know what love is.
I don't think I know. Well, as
If
an
you had- if
action,
you
I'm
had to-
sorry. You helped me. You cleared it up for me. Love is an action.
If you had an idea of what it could possibly be, what do you think that looks like?
I think love would be just as simple as making a choice, like literally blocking out all the options and like stopping. Remember we talked about that episode too, I think. Settling in a sense and just saying like I'm going to have that feeling, whatever that chemistry is, I'm going to have it with multiple people, but I'm stopping here with this person and this is who I'm going to actively like love because it's an action. I'm going to support them. I'm going to nurture them. I'm going to encourage them. I'm be tethered to this person. That's it. But I know that I will have feelings. I will have chemistry with, I might flirt with somebody on a plane and I might feel something for a second, but ultimately you're not my person because I already chose someone that I'm going to love. And I'm choosing them again and again every time I tell somebody else no. And I go back to that person. I think is that what you just asked? What was the question?
That was you answering it perfectly. You answered like your idea of what love is.
But I think that's the part that's crazy. It's like, how do you choose one person to do that? That's
But I
no,
think
it's risky.
but I
It's
feel like
risky.
you could define your own.
I did it though.
And you had a perfect
That's what I'm
answer.
saying.
That was your answer.
I did it. So
So if it's crazy to choose one person, then don't. Right?
it's not crazy. It's like just how do you know which is the right person? Because
Don't. It's
Oh
the
my-
risk.
and-
Love is a risk.
and
Love is embarrassing. Love hurts.
so you just keep doing.
Love
you just
feels
go,
good.
The bigger you go, the better. Like, okay, I'm choosing you.
Yeah,
We're gonna
and
try it
you
out.
figure
I'm
it
gonna love
out.
you.
You
I'm gonna
figure
do
it out.
whatever. If it don't work, you drop it and you be like, all right, I'm gonna choose you.
You
The
You do it.
dating
I'm not.
is crazy. This was out there.
I'm tired.
This was out there, Oscar.
You fucking
What you
figure
trying to
it
say?
out.
This was out there.
Are we not good catches?
I don't know.
Oh, shake
Look, we
it.
might have to catch this
Would y'all
throwing
be
back
scared-
into the water.
Would y'all be scared to date us?
No,
Would you be scared to date
no.
me, knowing all that you've
No.
heard me talk about?
Well, but
Date Oscar, not. All right.
I actually because I know y'all and I know y'all y'all just need the right nigga to just handle the situation.
Can I tell you the truth? I almost am at the point where I just need, in the middle of me choosing myself this year, I need somebody like a man who is so convicted. Like he is so certain that he chooses me.
That's the man.
He's gonna have to choose me so that I can lean into my feminine energy and be like, oh, you're choosing me?
Jesus.
Thank you. I can choose you back. Thank you, Oscar. I can choose you back.
Stupid.
And I can just lean into just loving you. Like you, I need someone to help me make the decision easier, right?
What?
I know. I want like a strong man to choose me, which is what I think is the point of the hierarchy anyway. Like that's why the man's logical.
A man gonna choose you regardless, whether he.
No, that's
the
what we.
part
That's
that
the point.
she
You've
said
been
she
on your
said.
phone,
I
not
You
listening.
saying that, Oscar, but a man gonna choose you whether if he want to fuck or if he want to be a hang around nigga for next 3
Right.
months or if he want to marry
I'm
you.
saying I want a
You're
man
gonna
to
get
choose to
chose
love. No, I want a man to choose to love me. And the thing is, if I'm spending next year learning what loving myself looks like, then when that man whose intention is pure, like to love me, it's gonna be easy to see because I'm like, oh, you're doing for me what I'm doing for me.
All right, let me bring this point up. What if you don't know love until somebody actually truly loves you?
That's a shame.
That's why I say you figure it out as you fucking go.
Yeah,
You figure
like
it
I
out as
feel
you
like
go.
that was my
And
case.
not like the love. I don't want to.
You talking about the action of loving, being unconditionally?
Showing you how to love in general, which makes you love yourself.
Okay, I've had that, and I think that that's beautiful. I've had that. Have you had that where somebody?
I've had
No, because you've been real good, friend.
I've had that. I've had somebody love me to a point where it's like, no, I'm not treating myself right.
Yes, I've had
And
that.
I love myself and I love that person. You know what I'm saying?
No, I ain't never had
Unconditionally.
that.
I think that's so beautiful.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Let me ask you this: do you believe? I think we already. Did I ask you this already?
No,
Do
ask
you believe you can love more than one person at the same
Yeah,
time?
you just asked that.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And we said we don't have the capacity, but it is possible. You could. Some people have the capacity to
I
I don't
love.
have the
have it.
bandwidth for that shit.
I don't.
Mm.
Yeah, no.
But going to
Have you ever been in love with two people?
I
No.
don't. No.
Like at one time?
Yeah.
No. Sorry to look like that. It's not possible for us.
Okay. Why you get upset? Hold on, put the camera on your ass real quick. You got an attitude. Disgusted.
Love two people. What is that? No.
I believe people can love two people.
I do
And
think you can in general.
I
but
believe.
not
I
us.
believe people
It's
actually.
just not gonna feel reciprocated back. Like
I'm
the
spreading myself.
balance.
If I'm loving two people, then you're not getting my full love.
I
And
do-
that's a shame because my
Yeah.
full love is something powerful.
Right.
Okay.
That's-
It's
yes.
So have y'all ever been with somebody and thought about somebody else?
yeah. But that don't mean that you love
No,
the
that's
other
That
person.
was a whole other question.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I've been with somebody and had dreams of other people. Like, it just, you can't help what your subconscious is doing. You can't help that.
Bingo. There it is.
What?
You can't help what your subconscious is doing, so you don't even know if you actually love a person until it's brought to your attention.
But we said love was a choice. And so you can decide to love somebody.
You can decide with the action of love to move
Right.
forward with it.
Are
but
we
to actually
calling-
love this person?
You talking about the attachment
It
part.
could be a nigga that you grew up with your whole life, and you just look at him like, damn, this nigga know everything about me. Like he
I don't
be
know.
one of them.
I don't know, man. All the people I ever thought about, I definitely didn't love them. I don't know why it was coming up. It was actually pretty annoying.
Yeah, it was probably just a moment, a fleeting moment. Like
Yeah, it definitely wasn't love though. It was like maybe lust,
That's
or
what it
you
sounds
just
like most of
or
y'all
you just
relationships
wanting
is.
something. Probably.
Sound like most of y'all relationships was infatuation. Y'all like what y'all saw on the outer and not the inner.
I doubt it actually. No, because my long relationship that I was talking about, that I always talk about and refer to, that
Every
one
pod.
in every area, like literally, we should have a pod just on
Just
that.
on that nigga,
Just
nah,
on
I'm
that.
gonna skip that
No,
one.
that was the person who showed me how to love myself. So, and
So why
that
didn't it work out?
we were codependent. It was like such a good love that it was not a good love.
Codependent as in what?
Codependent means that you take on the thoughts, feelings, like responsibility of somebody else. Like you're attached to them, and the way that you show up and love them is that you fully abandon yourself. I'm fixed on you, and that's it. You fully abandon yourself. Why are you making this face like that's not abnormal? You cannot abandon yourself in a relationship because then you stop
Most
working
things are
out.
fine.
You stop doing things unless y'all work out together. That's great, you know. But if y'all aren't doing it together, then you just don't show up for yourself anymore. Codependency is not healthy.
So he was showing up for you just as much as you was showing up for him?
Yes, it was
That's
going
crazy,
both
man.
ways,
Y'all
but
didn't
we
work out.
abandoned ourselves in the
Let me ask
process
you
of
this.
trying to love the
Let me
other
ask you this.
person.
Was y'all losing money?
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
Well,
Never
Ooh,
mind.
were we losing
Okay.
money?
Yeah, because
We were losing money. We were losing like not friends really, but kind of. We were getting more and more like secluded.
Okay.
It was not healthy.
So it
I
wasn't
know
healthy. Got it.
we went 1 month without seeing anybody
Oh yeah, that's horrible.
except each other, and we're just like,
Yeah.
oh.
I don't think that was love. I think that was more infatuation.
but what point were
It
you
wasn't
trying to get at?
infatuation.
Huh?
He was trying to say we never like the outer of people and not the inner of people.
Oh,
I said what I said. What I was
Yeah.
getting at it. I
trying to-
said y'all
okay.
relationship
It
wasn't
was
infatuation.
more infatuation than actual love.
I think our love was definitely like
What'd you say, Ray?
calm down.
our love was like we saw ourselves mirrored in each other. I think it's called a twin flame. We saw ourselves mirrored
Or
in each
trauma
other.
bonding, whichever one.
Or,
you wanna
yeah,
call it.
absolutely. It's not that somebody tried to say what we had was not love, but it was definitely love. But
Said
it was like us seeing ourselves in the other person and still not being able to show for ourselves. But since we see ourselves in the other person,
Trying to help
I'm a fix you the way that I would fix me
instead
if
of just
I
fixing yourself.
instead of just like literally
Yeah.
you fix you, I fix me. We're
Right.
just gonna fix each other,
And
and that
actually looking at the root of the problem.
right. Instead of
Right.
looking in an actual mirror, we mirrored ourselves in
Right.
each other and tried to like love each other. Which so it was a beautiful mess. Honestly, it was so beautiful, but it was a beautiful mess.
Again, was my question: did y'all actually love each other, or did you love the actual project of trying
My
to help?
therapist said we did not love each other.
All right, so I was right.
Oh,
Go
that's the
ahead.
person you.
That's
were
the person,
saying?
and I fired her right after that. I was like, "You don't tell me I didn't love that man."
Right, so I was right, but go ahead. Y'all got it.
All right, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it's a perspective. I don't know. I feel like it was still love. It could be attachment. I don't know what it is, but I respect it enough to not
Well,
take
Ray, have
from
you
it.
have you ever loved somebody, Ray?
yes. What more do you want me to say?
Who?
Yes, I have. What you mean, who? You
Not
know, I
on
ain't
the
been in no
pod.
relationship.
Stop it.
You know, I ain't been in no relationship.
That's why I said who.
I still can love people.
Not
and
like
not
no. I didn't mean who is
but-
in like give me his name. I mean like
Give me the story.
right. Give me the story. Nigga, like come on,
story.
give me the story.
I feel like I was.
How many people
young,
have you loved?
though. I feel like legitly.
I know the one, but I also know the other. I think it was at least two.
Okay, at least two.
Yeah, and now here we are today.
But was it love?
But was it love? Right. Mm.
So what's the story?
The story was it probably wasn't love. Someone I was dating.
Mm-hmm.
Dating that man? I don't know
What
what the fuck
happens?
it was.
Yeah, I was dating.
Yeah, we were dating.
Mm-hmm.
It just I tried to show up as myself and give him the space to show up as himself and be honest and open with his communication with me. But like a lot of men during my life, I'll say,
All right. So you cheated. Is that what we getting to?
it's not cheating. You weren't with me. Was it deception?
Obviously, it hurt you enough to not
Deception.
be
It
with him
definitely
and
hurt
bringing
me.
it up.
Yes, and I
So,
went back
you could
multiple
say cheating.
times. Yes.
You say if it
Because
wasn't
you
cheating,
loved him, or
wouldn't be
because
upset.
you were attached, you went back.
Who knows?
What do you think now in your higher self?
And my higher self,
Was it an attachment or was it love?
I feel like I still loved him in his.
Right, like I chose you already. I love
Yeah,
you.
I
That's why I'm
still love
forgiving.
And
you,
I'm wanting
and I'm
to
trying
work
to-
through it. And yeah.
That sounds like love to me, girl. Anybody can go back multiple times.
That's dumb.
Why did you love?
Well,
Let me
love,
ask,
that's
let me
what
ask
I
you
said.
this. Let me ask you
Love
this.
is dumb.
Why did you love him?
Why did I love him?
Why?
Oh, I hate that question.
Was it?
If you don't know, then you didn't love him.
I don't, was it the way that he made me feel?
Maybe you
Was
love the
it our
feeling.
same interest? Was it? It felt like a friendship
Mm-hmm,
because I felt like we were great friends as well.
mm-hmm,
And then on top of that, maybe it was the intimacy part of it.
He was.
Don't.
Oh my
no,
God!
don't-
Get out the mic.
Because he
punching that
wasn't.
dick.
No,
That's what it sound like.
it
It
wasn't.
sound like he was
no,
dickmatized.
it was not. No, I've never been dickmatized.
It sounded like he was punching
Never.
that dick.
No,
Mm,
I've never been
mm-mm.
dickmatized.
You never been dickmatized?
No,
Lauren, you ever been dickmatized?
no,
Have
she
I,
ain't
friend?
been. No, she ain't been dickmatized.
Wait, what? How'd you answer
Sometimes
that?
I gotta ask her. 'cause
Dick
I
don't make
know.
me stay. Maybe it's the attachment.
Oh
that
yeah,
makes me
no. Oh no. No, not ever.
All right,
No.
I'm gonna sit this one
say,
out.
Dick, don't make me stay.
I
I know I
so
had some pussy that made me stay, so
That's
at this
pussy
point,
is that good.
I feel like I know now because he was asking me really good questions. Like, how
Mhm.
did you know what made you love them, or how did you know?
Mhm.
Like, how will you know now if you love somebody? Because now like now I feel like I have a barometer. I know now who I'm
Mhm.
gonna choose to love
Mhm.
based
wait,
on certain things.
time
What?
out, time out.
What?
We can't even get an answer what love is, but
We
you
do know what love is. We just talked about it.
All right, you
Mostly,
got it. You got it. You got it.
love is
You
an
got it.
action,
You got
and
it.
it has a
Go ahead, go
precursor
ahead.
of a
I'm not here.
feeling.
I'm not here. You got it.
I hope you got my eye roll.
What's the question?
That one.
I'm sorry. What's the question?
How will you know who to love now?
How will I know who to love now?
Since it's an action, since we're choosing. So, love is an action. How will you know? You were saying something about, was it the time we had? Was it the feeling? So I'm saying now that we're in our higher self, like, how will we know who we're going to choose to love?
I mean, I still feel okay. I still feel like what I was feeling was love. I think when it's not reciprocated, when it feels like that, and I'm like tugging to like get that feeling from you, reciprocated
Mm-hmm.
to me.
Then you're going to know to pull back. But that's after you've already started loving them. I'm saying, how will you
Right.
know how to make the initial decision to love someone? Okay,
It's
so
a
that's your homework
risk.
for 2024? Or no, you don't even want to
It's
work on it?
a risk. I feel like I have to be with people to figure it out.
I'm reading a really good book that helped me kind of get my like barometer that I just said. And I
Okay.
feel like
What's yours?
now I know that first I gotta love myself. Cool. We talked about it. Cool.
I
Whatever.
love myself.
But I do think that now I'm gonna measure whether or not I want to give someone actual love, the support, the unconditional stuff,
Yeah.
based on not just how they make me feel, but
Right.
like how they make me grow. Like if I'm being in your presence and
Who
I
they
feel
are
like
as a person.
yes, every time I leave, I feel inspired.
Okay.
I feel
Yes.
light, lifted, energized, ready to go do some stuff to now like elevate myself.
100%.
I'm going to choose to love that person.
Okay. Yes.
You know what I
sorry.
mean?
Yes.
No,
yes.
that's okay.
No.
I'm going to choose to love that person.
Yes. It's not necessarily how they make me feel. That's a part of it too. But
But
like,
that is a feeling. Like if you leave feeling inspired, if you leave feeling good,
we're
like
doing it again.
that's a thing. We know you know. Yeah, that's a thing.
Yes.
Nigga.
What?
Get out the mic. Get out the mic. All right, so wrapping it up.
We're going
getting
into
good.
2024.
No, we going into 2024. We got stuff to do tonight. Okay,
Do
this
we?
is New
Niggas
Year's
ain't got no
Eve.
plans.
I gotta go to church. What time is it?
Don't be telling people our business, first of all. We are very busybodies. We got shit to do.
No, y'all don't.
The church
No,
I'm
you
going to
don't.
is not a religious church. Okay, so let me just finish out the church thing because we've been talking about that for a second. The church that I'm going to, so I'm reading this book, or I read this book called Conversations with God, which is not a religious book, is definitely just based on the principles of like the power of your subconscious mind, the fact that we're all in a sense equal with God because we are all of God. We're all from the source. We're all made, right? And the whole point of being here, not to spoil alert for anybody, but the whole point of being here is to be a creative being. Like you're just supposed to be here and create so that God can know his or herself. Like that's the reason we're here. We're just here to create. We're here to interact with people. We're here to have relationships, and we're here to really like figure out the magnificence of who we are, right? And it's not a religion. It's just I feel like a philosophy
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, a shared understanding.
Mm-hmm.
And so wherever I'm going tonight, they have a church of people. I think it's called, I don't even know what you call it because it's not a religion. I don't know what you call
It's
it.
a cult. We're calling
It's
it.
not a cult.
It is.
It's not a
That's
cult.
what it is, bro. It's a cult.
They gather
So-
people who are lost.
No. Oh my God. It's not a cult. Well, if I'm lost and I found this man, I want to be found by him because it was great. Point is,
Sound,
That's the start of a
you
cult.
know what?
point is,
You got it.
listen. Okay, so I finished the book, and at the end of the book, it's like, all right, now basically you're gonna start running into people. You're gonna start seeing signs. You're gonna start like having really interesting experiences now because you finished the
Not
book.
that you haven't had this before.
I've definitely had it, but like in relation to like your new understanding of like why you're here.
Mm.
Cool. So fast forward like 2 or 3 days later, I get on a plane. The the gate agent tells me, she's like, yeah, I just put you in this seat. Like, I don't know, it's an upgrade seat. I don't know if the person's gonna come, but like, let's just hope they don't go there. Just go down and take your seat. Sit in the seat, and the guy sitting next to me, I don't know why I pulled out my little knapsack that has my book in it that I had just finished reading. I pulled it out like I was about to read it again. I don't know. I put it out, put it on the seat, face down. I put my bags up, and as I'm sitting down, there's a guy next to me who is like, "What book are you reading?" You can't see the title of it. You can just see the tattered pages or whatever. And I was like, "Oh, like you're not gonna know what it is." I was like, "Oh, it's a book called Conversations with God." He said, "Oh, I know the author of that book, Neil Welsh, or I'm butchering it, but he, long story short, knows the author." And I'm like, "How would you know him?" So we fast forward, go into a whole deep conversation of like what the book is about, what the understanding is about, Conversations with God. And I'm talking about, this man turns out to be a pastor of somebody teaching the same type of beliefs. And the belief is not like we're about to teach you how to think. It's we're about to teach you that you can think. Like we're about to teach you that you can think and create the life that you want and to be the creative entity here on earth that you want to be. Like whatever it is that you want to be, you have the power to be it. Whatever kind of relationship you want to have with somebody, you can have it. Like that's the whole point of the church. And he says it's called a church because it's a gathering space. Church doesn't mean religion. Church means like a gathering space where you meet and share ideas, and you have a community. And I was like, cool. This man, I'm sick of you. This man like sat there and listened to me, catch him up on everything that happened on my journey this year. He's listening. He's telling me like, he's giving me good pieces of advice that I'm actually like taking in. And like by the end of that conversation, I'm talking, we took a selfie.
Girl.
He didn't show me like his little, just everything. And I'm just like, I'm so happy that I met you. We're having like
You ain't
angel
tell me about
number
the selfie
signs.
part.
Oh yeah, I got a selfie with him.
Let me ask you this. You don't think him asking you what book is that, he already knew what book that was?
No, you couldn't see it. I promise you, you could not see the title. You couldn't even see the color of the book. All you could see, and I'm gonna show you. All you could see was the tattered pages at the top,
How does he know the author?
because they practice the same.
Religion?
It's not religion. They practice the
How
same.
does he how
Structure of
what's
life?
the interaction with him?
Almost like networking. Like they just literally, not like best friends or anything like that, but the same way that like if we went to a networking event and we like shook hands and we followed people on
Okay.
Instagram and we did that kind of stuff,
Oh.
you would be like, oh yeah, I know that person. Like we're in the same network. Like like
As
that.
a man, I'll tell you there's only two things why we would ask for a woman what the fuck they reading. Look at Oscar.
Look at my face, cause ew.
Do you want me to be honest with you or not?
What?
You want me to be honest with you? No?
I always want you to be honest with me. Am I gonna agree with you? No.
You don't have to agree, but I'll just tell you. I mean, never mind. You know what? You got it.
No.
You got it.
You didn't. You
No.
got at me like 5 times this
You got
episode.
it.
Come
You got
on.
it. Cause no.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought there was an ulterior motive when he
There's
first
always an
asked
ulterior
too,
motive.
right? But I didn't get that vibe. By the end of it, I did not get that vibe. Like after I realized, oh, you're asking
Did
because
he speak about any other books that he's read?
yeah, he showed me books that he wrote. Like he's literally he showed me the church that he runs. This man got pictures with Kamala.
I'm talking about the books.
Yeah, he showed me the books. He has children books. Like it's so cute. He has children himself. Like he got a wife. Like he's literally he was really a good spirit. I didn't feel, and I have intuition. I didn't feel any like not them laughing at my intuition. I didn't feel any
Hey,
like,
yo,
red flags.
y'all gotta
You
get
know
me
what I
out
mean?
this pod. Y'all gotta get me out this pod.
Anyway, so
Oscar
he
did
was
it.
like, there's a big community of people who also have the same understanding, like black people. You probably don't run into a lot of black people. There's a big community in Detroit, because I told him I'm going to Detroit. And I was like, yeah, but I also am in SAC a lot too. So I asked him, I was like, do you have like a community there? He's like, yeah, I'm a pastor at this church, yada, yada, yada. And that's where he showed me about his church. So he didn't even invite me. I invited myself. So that was also a good indication for me, because I had to ask him about his tie in Sacramento.
Oscar, you into business and tech and all that, right? You know how people like pitch things and how they approach people who they know will be. Oh, he was trying to get you to come to his church. Thank you.
Oh, for sure.
Thank
But why wouldn't you want somebody
But what I'm saying is,
who's aligned to
it-
come and join your group of aligned people?
I get why you feel.
Like, why wouldn't you? In the same way, no. In the same way that we're
Never
pitching the
mind.
podcast to people, of course, everything is like trying to build a community. I get that. But I don't think that there's anything sus about it. I didn't feel like there was anything weird about it. It was like,
I said it was sus or weird. I'm just saying like people have intentions when they ask for certain.
and I'm agreeing with you. He did. He really did want me to
Sound
join.
like he a good guy. You got a lot of good things to say.
I
about
do.
him,
I have nothing bad.
I got her location. I told her to keep it on.
So anyway, they're having at the church tonight at 10:30. So it's New Year's Eve,
Don't
obviously.
drink the Kool-Aid.
I'm not gonna drink or consume
The
anything.
little wafer and
Don't
the,
drink
Oh
none of
my
that
god,
shit.
I'm
Don't
not
drink none
gonna
of that shit.
consume anything. But they are doing like, I think he called it a burn bowl like ceremony, which is just a symbolic practice of like
Don't downplay
whatever
it.
you want to. I mean, I don't know it. I haven't been there. I don't know. Which is a symbolic practice of like letting go of whatever you don't want to take with you into the new year. So you write it down,
you burn
and
it.
then, but I don't know how it's going to be burned. I don't know what we're going to do, but you write it
On
down, whatever
fire.
you're trying to let go of. And I guess we're also going to speak into what we would like to manifest for the next year. And that's all my understanding is of what the ceremony is tonight.
Boy, them co-leaders is good. They good.
Y'all think I'm about to go ahead and be a part of a cult
I
now?
don't think you know you about to go ahead and be a part of a go, but it's that's
Well, y'all are all bearing witness to the start of this tonight. So what I beg and ask of you
Come
guys
back.
is to reel me back in if y'all
Oh.
see me going too far.
Only reason I say this is because this wouldn't be the first time I've heard this from a friend who I ain't seen since she joined her church cult.
What church cult she
I
joined?
don't even know the name of it. I couldn't even tell you.
Mm.
I also did a whole I used to do YouTube for real. I did a video of a lot of my friends who are actually dancers who were part of like this church cult. It's a whole shit. It's called 7M too. So yeah, it's
Called what?
called 7M. That was the name of the
What do they do? What do they practice? What do they
They
teach?
did more industry. You come in, you work for us. The father and the husband, the father and the wife ran a church that they take their money basically. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
we're not doing that either because I'm also not stupid. So here's the
It's not,
thing.
it's not about you being stupid, but it's using cult leaders use what you love the most, or
Vulnerabilities.
what you gravitate to
Mm-hmm.
to pull you into whatever their motive is.
Correct.
And their motives can be cult leaders' motives are different across the board.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So just be careful. I'm all for you getting closer to, huh? Right, the Catholic Church. Yeah, he
Please
grew
stop.
Catholic too. He grew up Catholic. I looked him up.
I think the interesting
I looked
thing
him up.
is that if it's not a religious based
Mm.
like institution,
Mm.
it's automatically like, ooh, it's a cult, right? But
Oh,
it's the same
I'm about to say religious
thing.
to me.
Yeah, all of it's the same
Yeah.
thing. And then so the alternative is to like not be a part of any of it and then to just be out here like, I don't believe in nothing.
Because
Which is also okay. That's fine too. But I tried that as well. And like I've never been lower in my life. And I'm not. So if this is what my spirit is needing, which is to believe that I'm here to create, which is what I was believing anyway.
just know
and it's
I'm
in line
gonna
with what I
beat your
believe,
ass
then
if
I'm
I
here.
feel like you in a cult. So I'm
Okay.
putting that out
So
there.
what
As a
what
friend, I'm
Bringing
kicking
Mosi
your
with
ass.
me.
okay, here's my thing though. What
'Cause I
part
care about you and I
wait,
love you. I'm
what
put
part
that
of
on
me
record.
being a part of a cult would be bad though? Like what no, this is the honest question so I can know. We need to have like some like
Oh,
bullet
Lord.
points. So what am I looking out for that I would need to know that I'm backing out? Like what do you mean? Like I'm not giving nobody no money. Cool. I'm not about to be preaching the gospel to people. I'm not about to try to convert anybody to what I believe. And I feel like I've been reading this book all year, right? And the most I'll do is emphatically speak about how it's helping me and how it's like aligning with what I think. Cause I was talking to you about that book heavy, right? But I didn't tell you to go order it. You said, I'm gonna go order this book. And I said, cool. Wasn't for you, but for me it was. And that's the extent of what I'm gonna do. I'm not about to try to bring people onto the other side or shame people. What I believe doesn't even go along the lines with that anyway. It's like, let people be. Everywhere that people are, everything that they're doing is perfect.
Right.
Good, bad, indifferent. Like, it doesn't matter. What you're doing is perfect.
We'll come
That's
back
it.
to this in 6 months.
Okay, cool.
6 months.
Come after this in 6 months
We gotta let it fester for that long.
because it's gonna take that long. Because
Hmm.
by the time you realize what's really happening, you already too deep.
What's
into it.
really happening?
Whatever
know.
that situation is? It could be good, it could be bad, it could be whatever. But whatever it is, by the
Bet.
time it
Okay,
happens,
6 months from now.
yeah, by the
All
time
right.
we'll see.
So I got to give it a fair try, though. That mean
Go
I got to
ahead.
be like
Committed.
in there to see what's going on, like
Go ahead.
aligned.
You gotta be. Hey, look. Yeah, you got it.
Not y'all being scared for me.
I'm not.
That is so
scared.
interesting.
It
to
ain't
me.
even that we scared. It's just that people have a way of preying on people.
Mm-hmm.
And
What is your fear though in this? That's what I hear. I sense fear. That's what I'm trying to understand. I don't
fear
get it.
is you. And I ain't gonna even say go missing. I'm gonna say you be somewhere where you don't want to leave.
Okay, keep going with that. Like you mean like I literally
You somewhere where you don't
Physical
want
location?
to leave.
like physically.
Physically, somewhere where you do not want
Oh.
to leave.
Like what? Like give me a like you mean like
You be somewhere in the mountains, nigga. And
okay.
I'll put it to you
You
like
don't
this.
have to worry about this.
If you stop wanting to shoot, then there's a problem.
Okay, that's a bullet point that we can put up there. Okay, so if I
moment
stop
you
wanting to
start-
shoot,
yeah.
if I stop wanting to shoot, cool.
Mm.
That's a problem. Cool.
We get the
Great.
camera on our face.
Good job,
Yeah.
Oscar.
That's a good bullet point. Is there
Camera
anything
in your
else we
face.
need to look? Okay, so if I stop liking doing the things that I would normally do,
And that's why I said it's
But
gonna
I
take
feel
6
like
but that's the crazy part. What I believe and what this person,
you're
these
not
people
gonna
believe,
stop liking
they would
what you're already
never,
doing.
they would encourage you. They would encourage you to do exactly
How do you know you never been there?
because I read the entire interpretation of the conversations with God, which leads out like,
Okay.
you know,
But
and
okay,
he's
we
on the same
don't
page.
truly know until you go tonight and actually
won't.
witness and
I
experience.
have more to tell you on the next episode, but yeah, we
She's
won't
gonna
really
have the
know.
best experience of her fucking life.
How do you know that? I might go there and be complete. What I do know is I don't feel like I have to show up as anybody other than myself. I feel like I could wear this because this is what I'm wearing. I recorded in this. I'm wearing this to church. Okay. I feel like I don't have to do anything different than what I'm doing. I feel like I could. Never mind. I can't. I'm not gonna say on the pod. There's. It's not a shame based belief system. It's like whoever you are is who you're supposed to be. We're not here to tell you who you are or what to do in the world. If you want to understand how to think to create what you want, that's it. That's the only purpose of being here. That you can create a positive life of no suffering. That's it. Whatever that look like for you.
A positive life of no suffering.
Because suffering is in your mind.
You got it.
Suffering.
Sometimes the words
in your
just
mind.
right
Well,
there.
sometimes you just don't relate because you ain't going through it, and I think that's what it is for me.
Thank you, Brian. Yeah, and that's fine. But I do appreciate the fear. I do appreciate the fear that you guys
What are
have.
you suffering from, Lauren?
That might be personal.
What do you mean? That's how I know we're not really friends because I've had a really hard year, Mosey. I had a
All
really
right.
hard year.
All right, I'll stop.
Okay.
If I had the
We need to come up with an outro.
Here she go. Every time I get uncomfortable, she be like, "We gotta get off. We gotta get off, guys. We gotta end."
Look, I'll say this.
Mhm.
Be careful.
I am always 100%.
And like I said earlier, don't make no decisions with your emotions or your feelings.
Okay, in relation to
Whatever, life.
anything.
Especially
Okay,
this.
especially this.
'Cause
If y'all think of any other bullet points,
people
shout out to
use-
Oscar
people
for
use
giving us the
spirituality
main
to
one.
Get things out of people.
People use religion to get things out of people. What's the difference?
Spirituality, same thing.
No, it's not. It's two different things. Don't do
Tomato,
that.
Tomato.
No, orange tomato. It's two different things.
What?
What is nigga
It's
said
two different
was
things. I get it. People use
religion and spirituality to get things from people.
everything to get things from people. That's human nature.
Understood. And that's all I'm gonna say. 'Cause
That's why you have to love yourself so
mind
you
is
can know
made
what you
up.
put up with.
I'm just know I care for you, and that's where we at right now.
Yeah, I gotta come back on the next pod to tell these people.
You
gotta
ain't gotta
tell us
tell them
shit.
shit.
Yes, I do, because
you
y'all are
don't.
really concerned.
Don't. You
not
gotta tell us
concerned.
shit. As long as you show up. As long as you show up, it seems to be good. I'm not in your life like that. I don't. Not that part. That's on you.
Go experience it.
Are we scaring you?
Not at all. I
Okay,
honestly
okay.
feel sad that y'all don't
Why?
understand.
No.
I feel it's
But this
y'all
is the
not.
part that makes you want to go because
This
you
is
want
the
to feel
part that makes me
connected.
want to go because I feel. Thank you, Ashley. This is, but the lack of understanding. This is exactly like this space that I'm in right now. Is exactly why I was so excited to meet him because I was like, you believe what I believe. He's not pitching anything to me.
Right.
You believe, like you are using the same terminology that I'm using to describe what I think about the world and why I'm here
Right.
without me having to give you or spoon feed you anything. Like you just know
Right.
what? He's like, yeah, there's a lot of us. There's a lot of black people. There's a lot of us. Oprah is one of them.
Is that how he was talking?
No,
Oh.
he wasn't. He wasn't talking like that.
That was-
But yeah,
Oprah?
he
Oh,
said it's
that's
a lot
crazy.
of people. That's why her and Stedman never got married. Like they don't believe in that stuff. Like what? No,
Oh, man.
religious institution of marriage. She's not about to do that.
It's
I'm gonna
almost
be
like
myself. I'm a
almost
self love.
Scientology.
Stedman, you gonna self love, and we're choosing to love each other.
Right.
Period. And we gonna create. And she's done a damn good job. So yeah, it's like it's sad because yeah, it makes me feel
Host there, man.
ain't nothing poor about Stedman. He's good. I'm promise you, he's good to go.
I'm happy.
But it does make me feel isolated a little bit. Like there's nobody that I can talk to and share my excitement because for people, I was scared someone would talk to me. Because when you do that, if people don't understand what your belief is, people get really like scared. They get really defensive too of their own belief system. Like, no, you're not about to introduce your belief when I know what it is. I
That's
have
what
my,
it is?
I do. I think, yeah, because I tried to share this belief with somebody and she was like, yeah, that's what they be doing. That's what they try to say. But I know that, you know, the real
Somebody else told
savior.
you this.
I was like, Lord,
Somebody else told you.
somebody really did say, yeah, that's what the non-believers try to say. They try to emulate this. And I'm like, I'm not
like
trying to.
there's only one.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, so I see we can't have two different beliefs. That's cool. I got it. Got
I
it.
ain't worried about your belief.
I know you're not, but I'm
Oh.
saying this reminds me of that
has nothing to
isolated
do with
feeling.
What I'm concerned about.
Right. It reminds me of that isolated feeling of like, if you don't understand what I believe, there's a fear based like undertone in everything that you're saying. Believe it or not, there's a fear based undertone in everything that you just told me tonight. And that's the part that makes me sad. I'm like, damn, okay.
Fear? For
There's
who?
fear. I mean, fear of me ending up on a mountain, you said, or a part of a cult, or losing myself, which are all valid fears based on what you may know about cults. But I just
That's
don't
not
think that
necessarily.
this is
I'm not
what that is.
afraid of it. I'm more concerned.
Concern
So
is a
crazy.
fear-based frequency. It is. It's based on fear.
No, because I'm not afraid.
Okay.
I'm not afraid.
I don't think that you're actively like trembling and like thinking something's gonna happen. But the thing is, you don't feel 100% like certain. You're concerned versus like, oh, okay, that's what she chose. That's what's gonna happen. Cool.
Right.
Yeah, and that's a fear-based response, which is fine.
Right. It's almost like you ever had an In-N-Out burger?
Yes.
You know what that tastes like?
Mm-hmm.
You can then explain to me what that tastes like, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ever had Five Guys?
Mm-hmm.
What burger spot haven't you had?
I've never had probably like a local burger joint here. I probably had a burger from everywhere.
Yeah, Squeeze In.
No.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had Squeeze In, and I've seen Squeeze In, and I could like point it out if I was to drive past it. And I can also tell you how it tastes.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Squeeze Burger can be good.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. No, nobody was with me on that one.
We need an outro.
Nobody with me on that one.
All right, y'all. Can you do us the outro?
No,
Okay.
that's y'all job.
We did say on the last one. We didn't come up with one yet. We said we would come up with one in 2024,
To be
which
fair, we didn't know we were recording today.
right, and it's also December 31st.
To be fair,
What?
we had already agreed that when Lauren is in town,
Every single
what
time.
do we do?
Record.
We record.
Because I don't live here.
Hey,
On New Year's
We did
Eve.
not
work,
know
we work.
we were
So that's
recording
on
today.
y'all. That ain't
She
got
wasn't even
nothing to
supposed
do
to
with
be
me.
here today.
Yeah, no, because
I came here to go to church.
Was it? Was it?
So y'all lucky I'm here.
Right. Not y'all lucky.
You said you only came here to go to church.
No, this is the point. This one.
You only came here to go
This
to church.
is the not showing up, and then
Hey,
you
look.
like, y'all lucky I'm here. What?
Look, ain't nobody ain't gonna
This is
tell
it.
me the sky ain't during the day, but you know what I'm saying. That's on y'all. When you hear, y'all know y'all supposed to
Give us
at
the
least supposed to hit us up
outro.
before, like
We're here.
It's the outro
This
today.
is not- All right, y'all.
Let me laugh at you. All right, y'all.
It's another
Don't worry.
episode of Candid Conversations for now.
For now, name change coming soon by Yuka Digital.
Is it?
Yeah, we're doing a name change.
We'll discuss business offline.
Yeah, next.
Oh my God! Why y'all had all that to say during the pod, but y'all can't do an outro?
We really don't have an outro. Give us one. Come on.
No.
Last time. Look
It's
at you
your
with your
girl.
boundaries.
Last time. Last
See?
time.
Boundaries.
Good
That's what I be talking about.
No,
No.
Cause I care.
Because you
because you
care.
care.
Yeah, y'all gotta learn.
Oh well, we're gonna come
All
on.
right. Make sure y'all like this video. Subscribe
boundaries,
to the channel.
boundary
It was
list.
another episode of Candid Conversations. Again, you have Lo in the building. You got Ray in the building. You got myself, Long, Limosi, aka God Down Sign. We got Oscar in the building. We got a special guest, Ash, in the building, who was on the mic a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah, make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, we out.
Bye.